Yo, one time, this dude that I was fucking, he hit me up and he went, and that got me so fucked up. I was like, are you fucking your homeboy? Like, what the fuck is going on? Don't me. Like,
next he comes for a dap up. It's
address me properly.
Give me a fucking kiss. Nah.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, guys?
Welcome back to Mental Chillness. If this is your first time checking out Mental Chillness, I just want to say thank you and welcome.
Welcome.
My name is Khan. This is my partner, Jules. The love of my life.
Yes, besties for the resties.
For real. And this bitch dragged me to do a cold plunge, bro.
Yes.
We did 15 minutes of
I totally forgot.
What is it? 15 minutes of 55 degrees water.
Yeah.
And it was like our first time trying a cold plunge, which was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Even though we did it on like a day where it was like fucking 30 degrees outside.
God. And I did not expect it, to be honest, because it was starting to warm up. Finally, it was starting to warm up. And then the day that she comes to pick me up, I was like, oh my God, it's cold outside. So I decided to wear my little earmuffs and I was like all warm and stuff. But it was fucking freezing outside.
But
and then she
really
comes.
Nice.
It was super good.
Yeah, like the cold plunge. Like when I got into the bathtub, what I imagine I looked like is, you know those Joe Rogan videos of him getting into his ice bath, but it's him shirtless and it's him doing like his face is like, and then, that's literally what I felt like. I was like.
Khan could not put her arms in. She was like this. She was like,
bro, it was so cold.
She was like, yeah.
And then Jules gets in there. She's like, cold is an illusion.
Because I felt like, you know, I watched so many videos of people doing it like literally like in like Switzerland and they're like in the cold and they like break the ice and I'm like,
they've been doing that for like 50 times before they fucking get like that.
So that's what I was imagining. I was like, cold is an illusion and I am hallucinating right now. You know what I mean? So I felt like, you know.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, honestly. No, I'm not.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at her like, okay, you're like gonna lie, but all right.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty. I'm pushing through. Let's say that. I'm pushing through.
Okay.
I need to stop running from my problems and just facing them head on. And yeah, I'm pushing through. That's what I'm going to say for now. What about you? How are you?
I'm good.
Period.
I didn't smoke for like 5 days.
Oh, I love that.
Not because I needed to, not because of anything. I simply just wanted to.
Yeah.
And I do these things sometimes where I want to test myself. Like, I just want to test myself to know that like if I needed to, I could. Yeah. If I needed to do anything, I could do anything.
Yeah.
So like I know that like if you remove me from my home and like I go on vacation and whatever, I have no problem not smoking. Like I have no problem like just going through my days and whatever. And then a part of me was just like, okay, let's prove like your willpower at home. So like sometimes I'll like try to like just take random breaks and stuff. And this time it felt really, really good. Mainly because my throat, I was smoking so much to the point where I was coughing a lot and my throat was just feeling like not great.
Yeah.
And like I need to start listening to like the physical like the physical things that my body is like telling me. So I've been feeling pretty like okay, pretty clear. Only thing though is that whenever I do stop smoking, I do go through a little bit of withdrawals. And they should not be letting me work when I'm going through withdrawals, bitch. Holy crap, man. Yo, like I become like, I guess I'm like myself, but like when I'm working and I'm like I don't come in high and I'm completely sober and shit,
like
bro, everyone and their mother has to like do their job, because if not, like I'm on that ass like the withdrawals. So like just calm down.
You know what's so crazy, because you've been smoking less and I feel like I've been like smoking, like I've been like copping weed. Yeah. And like when you're
going through it.
Yeah.
Going through it, but good because you just moved.
Yeah.
So you're.
Yeah, I'm going through change, and I feel like that's why my body is like. I feel like inside of my, like when I'm just sitting with myself, I feel like my brain is still thinking so much. So a lot of people will see me just sitting there and they'll be like, are you okay? Like, what's on your mind? And I'm like, oh, and I'm just like, my head is just like racing. I'm thinking about work. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's good, but it's also when I always have these realizations of like, fuck, change. So it's like,
I mean, I don't think anyone likes change. I
yeah,
think
because
some
it's so
people just
uncomfortable.
some people can just embrace it better.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I do want to talk about growing pain and like why it feels bad even when you make the right decision. And like,
Yeah.
so like for me personally, sometimes I know that I make the right decision and then my body will have a reaction to where it's like, so I'll take an example. Say I'm talking to somebody and that person, let's say in my mind, I know that I'm not supposed to be with them and this is not going to work out and I should leave now.
Yeah.
So once I actually like make up my mind and I decide to take the action to do it, most of the time when I take the action and I break it off, my body will have a reaction to where it's like, oh my god, why did we just do that? Like, we miss that person so much. Like, if we get back with that person, everything's gonna be okay. And that's like an immediate reaction because you're putting yourself through heartbreak, even if that heartbreak means it's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And so because I haven't had enough practice to keep to flex that muscle of doing the right thing even when it's hard and even when it hurts, in this particular situation in romantic relationships and stuff, I tend to always have like relapses to where I make the decision, I go right back, make a decision, go right back, or I say I'm gonna do something and then I never actually do it. I'll tell this person something and then I'll go back on my own words.
Yeah.
And like those things used to bother me so much because it made me feel so weak, but I know that it's not weak. I know it's just because in my experience, I just didn't have as much practice flexing the muscle of making the right decision even when it's hard and sticking to it.
Yeah.
And so what I learned lately is like, even when the decision hurts, it doesn't mean that it's wrong.
Yeah.
And like, you just have to stick it out long enough for the time to heal the pain, and then you realize that, oh, okay, I can literally just move on.
Yeah.
And then you have to like give yourself like a little, I guess, grace period of grief.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, good or bad, when you leave something, you are allowed to grieve that thing because you are cutting off either a person, a thing, a habit, a part of your life, anything. You're saying goodbye to something and you're allowed to give that thing the grace and like the gratitude of like, thank you for being in my life, I must go now.
Yeah.
You know? And like, I feel like all of these things
apply to so many different things in your life.
Yeah, like no matter what decision, the decisions are always going to be hard, but just because someone can make a decision doesn't mean that they're better than you. They just practice that skill. Everyone have it in them.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to hone it in yourself.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, 100%.
And why I wanted to talk about growing pain, I feel like, is because me and Jules have been like calling each other every fucking day.
My God.
Literally the other day I called Jules and I was like, bro, I made the right decision, I had a relapse, and now I'm having realizations, and now I'm sad.
Yeah.
And I'm sad because I feel fucking stupid that I said that I would do this, and then I did the opposite. And then I realized that like, oh, okay, why it feels so bad is because I'm judging my own thoughts and actions.
Yeah.
I'm judging myself for having these thoughts. And the thoughts itself isn't reality. It's the actions that I choose to take. So I'm sitting here beating myself up about, oh, I feel
Not
weak.
you being a human.
I feel weak because I have these thoughts. I feel weak because I have thoughts of missing them. I feel weak because I have thoughts of blah, 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 all this shit. And then I would beat myself up about it. But I didn't realize that, oh, you're not bad for having those thoughts. What truly matters is the actions you choose to take. So even if you sit here and you're fucking obsessed about this little thing that makes you sad, if you just choose to fucking go out and go on a walk, the action is the thing that matters. Because the opposite of that would have been, oh, I'm sad, my thoughts are sad, I'm gonna sit at home and be sad. And so the action is the thing that was the, you know?
Yeah.
And then instead of that, I just said, okay, I'm sad, my thoughts are sad, but I'm gonna go on a walk anyways.
Yeah.
Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, do you
100%.
understand? Like, yeah.
Yes, I get what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
I know. And then in return, this morning, Jules called me, and she FaceTimed me, and I picked up, and I said, "Why are we crying?"
Because I had tears in my. I've just, once again, I don't want to put anything out there yet, but I'm just going through some personal things right now, which I feel like I'm just going through some human experiences right now, and which is so normal, and I'm just gonna allow myself to feel all of the emotions, because I always run from my emotions. I run, and I don't want to live like that anymore. And when I feel like I need to cry, I just want to cry, and when I feel like I want to go for a run, I want to run. When I feel like I want to scream, I'm just gonna grab my pillow and be like, "Rah." You know what I mean? Like, so I just FaceTimed her and I said, "Hey," and she was like, "Hey," and I was like, I'm gonna start my makeup now, so I love that I can be so raw and authentic with her, because this is one of my, look at her, she's so beautiful and I love her so much, and I'm just so grateful for this friendship, and I'm so grateful that we get to be in front of a camera and give you guys what you guys want to fucking see, okay? And yeah, and I'm just being a human these days, which is a little bit sad, which is so normal. So, but I look so good.
Speaking
Can you guys
of, like,
see this?
being a human, I feel like I've said this before, but like one time I was training somebody at my job, and I was training, like, the whole time I was training them, and then I made a mistake, and then I went, "Oh fuck, oh, you're not supposed to do that, I fucked up," and then I like started telling him about the mistake and whatever, and then he looked at me, he went, "Oh, so you are human." And this is a fucking stranger who just met me.
Yeah.
Who has this impression of me that I hold myself to because I do.
Yeah, because
and
how long have you worked at this job?
But you know why? Like 6 years. But you know why? So that started this whole thing of me realizing that, oh, I act a certain way, hold myself a certain way, distance myself from people a certain way, all out of fear. I make myself seem like I can't make mistakes. I make myself seem so solid, so strong, so capable, so smart, so this, so that you can't crack me, because I'm so scared that you're going to be able to crack me the way that the kids in school used to crack me and fucking bully me and all these things. And then I used to always kind of get stuck on that of like, oh, like, why do I have such an overwhelming fucking fear of people shitting on me, of people, like, just, like, just being bullied. That's so, like, ingrained in my head. And then the thing that, like, cracked that recently is that somebody was like, whatever it is that made you who you are, you can't be mad about it if that thing made you who you are.
Yeah.
So if the bullies in school is the thing that made you who you are today, can you really continue to be mad, or should you just look at the bullies and say, hey, thank you, because that was the thing that made me who family was my other bully. Like my aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, like the whole family, just the way that we were raised, the way that we were
I can relate.
taught, and the way that we were expected to be and to act and to all of these things. Like I spent my entire life just running from people. I didn't feel safe at home, didn't feel safe at school, I didn't, all this shit, right? And I would have this crazy resentment with my family. And like now it's gotten better, because I'm like, okay, I have my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister. Those are my immediate people that I care about. And then the rest of my family, aunts, uncle, all this shit, I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
But now I realize that I'm like, why am I being out of that? And because I rebelled out of that, I made myself who I am today. I got myself here. I have this mindset. I have this work ethic. I have like this dream, this like whatever, all because of them. And even though it started because they made me feel like shit, it doesn't matter now, does it?
No, not
Because
at all.
even if I'm bitter now, My grandpa's gonna die soon.
Yeah.
What's that gonna do?
Nothing.
He's gonna he's gonna die, and I'm gonna be bitter at him.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm like thinking about like, how do I give myself more peace?
Are you ready? My therapist told me, respond with love. Because I have this.
That's love.
I have this thing where when people say snarky comments, even if it's just a fucking Starbucks worker and they're just like, oh, sorry, we don't carry that anymore. Anything else? Or like I walked into a gas station and they're standing there and they'll be like, what can I help you with? And I'm standing in the candy aisle and I'm like, can I look at the fucking candy bars? Like, damn, like give me a break. And I'll just get so easily irritable and it happens so fast. And lately I'm so irritable and I'll be like, oh, and I think I'm not gonna lie, I love you so much, Mom, and my siblings, but I think it's being around my family so often because I had to live with my mom for the little gap that I was like transitioning into moving. So I think being around my family so often again was just getting me so easily irritable and turned up. So I was talking to my therapist about it and I was like, I get so mad. I was literally fighting with this Sitco girl at the gas register, whatever. So my therapist was just like, respond with love. Just respond with love. Think, how would you want someone to treat you? You don't know what they're going through. And now every time I get mad, every time I ball my fist, every time I dig my nails, I just go, respond with love. And I just say it calmly. And I'm not gonna lie, I think, and I'm like, how would you want someone to react? Because you don't know the other end. You don't know what the fuck they go home to. You don't know if they even have a home.
But in the same way that you're irritated and you're aggravated and whatever because of your own shit that's going on, what else are they? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this all goes back to don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal, babe. So it has made me. She's such a fucking queen. And Dana, if you're watching, because you told me you'd watch. So if you're watching, respond with love, okay? Like, and that has honestly, like, every time I get mad, every time I'm irritated, I'm just like, respond with love and I
know that that's a helpful tool and I know that it works and it's a right train of thought, but when I think of your therapist telling you to respond with love, I just think of me and you like decking bitches in the face like, that's love, bitch.
Respond with love. Like I just think of like, yeah, because and then the thing is I tell other people like that's like it's such a good thing, like just or I say it to myself or I like repeat it and I'm like, respond with love. And then, or I'll take a snarky comment to somebody, and then they'll be like, "Remember what your therapist said? Respond with love." And I'll be like, "Okay, just let me go. I'm gonna go take a smoke break. I don't even smoke cigarettes, but give me a goddamn Marlboro Light right now. So yeah, let me snort it. Actually,
no.
So.
I remember kids smoking cigarettes, but I never tried it.
Yeah. Fresh out of high school, I was like, oh my God, I would be drunk and I'll be like, let me bum a cigarette.
That's so
wow, funny. This is so gross. Can I get another one? But I was like super, super drunk. Or at like festivals for sure. I'd be like, I
feel like a lot of people smoke cigarettes when they drink.
Yeah. Like it's either like when I'm drinking or at a festival. But I've never like bought a pack. But I don't judge anybody.
Well, my dad is a smoker, and that's why that's why we never smoke.
Yeah.
Like we're just like around it and whatever. But I don't. How did I find weed? Oh, I found weed.
Me next.
Because I had really bad insomnia. So when I first moved out of my parents' house, I was like, "There's no way I'm just fucking sitting here." Crying till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So then I started like kind of smoking with my coworkers like here and there, and then I got over my like feelings for weed, and then I was like, oh wow, I can actually go to sleep with this thing.
Yeah.
And then
this helps.
Okay, tell me how this is my entire personality.
Mm-hmm.
First time I ever bought weed, I bought an eighth and a little bowl.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cute.
A week later, I bought half an ounce. Not long after that, I was buying either 2 ounces at a time or a quarter pound at a time.
Oh.
That's my personality. I'm telling you, that's my personality. When I'm into something,
she was
like
full in.
And it's crazy because I don't know why either.
Yeah.
I think, but a lot of my, okay, so this
What's
is
your chart?
Girl, it's a Virgo. I'm a Virgo.
Virgo.
I just feel, okay, so I feel like the thing that actually like contributed to that, if I really think deep within myself,
Yeah.
there's a part of me that is so, well, not a part, most of me is purely motivated by being able to fit in, being able to be accepted, being able to feel belong, being able to feel loved, not feeling left out, wanting to be liked and picked. And so I feel like what contributed to me just progressing in things so fast and so intensely is, yeah, I start smoking. I remember too, the first time I ever smoked a blunt by myself, I wish somebody would have
She
just...
remembers the whole thing.
No, I wish somebody would have just told me like, yo, there's no rush in this shit. You're gonna ruin your tolerance. Just take your time. Enjoy this fucking high. Enjoy not being able to get high. Like, so whatever. Yeah. The first time I was ever hit a blunt by myself, I remember sitting there. I remember rolling it. I remember wanting to smoke half and then said, oh my God, I can smoke a blunt to the face. And like I just
like,
remember like I remember doing that because I didn't want other people to outsmoke me. I didn't want to like be the one that was like, we started to smoke and then 2 hits in and I'm like, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be able to hang. I wanted to be able to like be cool and fit in with my fucking stoner friends. I wanted people to like fucking see that I'm not a fucking loser. Like,
I'm the token Asian.
Dude, literally. But I like that's such a big part of my personality, even though it's a good thing that I am like intense and that I'm really invested and I'm whatever. I just have to now shift the motivation from I'm scared of people shitting on me to I'm doing this because I want to do this.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, so I feel like my whole life I've been, not my whole life, well, yeah, my whole life. My whole family smokes weed. So I have smelt that smell since forever. So the first time that I smelled weed, I think I was like in middle school. And when I smelt it, I was like, and it sounds so bad when I say it out loud, but I was like, oh my God, that smells like Titi's room. Oh. Like, and when I connected the smell to like a familiar place, I was like, oh my God, that smells like Titi's room. And I was like, oh my God, what the heck? And then my friends,
this whole time?
and then my friends invited me to a session. I think I was like in 10th grade. And then they were like, oh, we're all gonna smoke and it was like everything connected, and I was like, she's been smoking this whole fucking time. So then I go home and I remember telling my mom, and I was like, Mom, you smoke? And she was like, who were you around? Jules, who were you around? Who were you chilling with? And I remember I was like 16, 15, and I was like, Mom, you smoke? And she was like, who are you hanging out with? Who was it? Who were you with? Huh? Was it Jennifer? Like, who were you with? And I was like, and everything just like started adding up, and I don't know, I guess I was like growing up, but it was crazy because my whole family smokes. Like, it is what it is.
I wonder what that's like. I always wonder what it's like to obviously like have different parents, like grow up differently and whatever, but like I always wonder, what is it like to get drunk with your parents? What is it like for your parents to take care of you when you're getting drunk? What is it like to bond with your parents over like really bad, you know, what is that like?
Yeah.
You know, but even the experience of like, my parents are the greatest.
Yeah.
But we don't have like our parents take care of us kind of like dynamic. We take care of each other. So our parents take care of us, but in return, we take care of them in like my sister does all of their paperwork, taking them to doctors, like
taxes,
like documents and like all these things. Like she was always the one to take care of them in that way. So when I was growing up and I was like applying to colleges, having questions and all of that shit, my parents were not the people that I went to. Yeah. So like my parents are not the people that I would, you know, I don't have that. So like I would, if anything, like if I needed anything, I go to Kim. Yeah. Like Kim knows everything. Yeah. And if she doesn't, she'll figure that shit out. Like that's her fucking like superpower. That bitch is like superwoman. Yeah. Like And so like I have that trust in my sister,
Yeah.
but I don't have it with my parents. So I
know
always
what you
wonder
mean.
like, but in the same way with like you, like, you know, your family smoked, and like your mom fucking
Yeah.
like your mom, you told me your mom like, you know, like dated girls, and like I wonder what that's like, you know, to
Yeah,
have that
it's
open
okay.
dynamic.
So it's a good, but I feel like, but then there was also moments where I remember being a kid and I remember saying, oh my God, my mommy's being so silly and being so funny and being so goofy. But when I look back at it, I remember my mom was just so drunk. Like I can look back now and be like, oh,
Oh.
mommy's being silly, mommy's being so fun, mommy's having such a good day. Up. Hey, go over there. We're doing adult stuff. They're smoking
Yeah.
cigarettes. Hey, go over there. We're doing adult stuff. They're taking shots. So it was like there was a lot of things that I grew up with, mostly my grandma, which my grandma was the one that was like, hey, paperwork. We always had insurance, always went to dentist appointments. My grandma was more of like the head of the house. I
Yeah.
love my mom. My mom was amazing. My mom did the best that she could, but my mom got pregnant with me when she was 16. Didn't really know what she was doing.
Yeah.
But it's definitely different. I can only imagine your end.
I mean, I'm not like
No.
complaining, you
It's
know?
definitely not nothing to complain, but it's
Yeah.
definitely we grew up super different.
Yeah, like, and then and the thing is like, so my entire personality is built from rebelling.
Yeah.
So whatever I wanted
Mine was
to do,
too much
like,
freedom. Mine was too
that's
much
the thing.
freedom.
So like, so now, because now I'm an adult, I'm in my own house, I provide for myself,
Yeah.
I make my own schedule, like all this shit. I have too much freedom. I have
Yeah.
nothing to rebel against. I have no structure
Now she's
that I need
like,
to break out of, and that's what makes me mad now. Not mad, but like as in like mad, like fucking like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, because before I was in so much pain, but the pain drove me to do everything else. And so
Yeah.
I broke out of everything, I survived, and now I'm here. And now that I'm here and I have nobody to fucking fight, and I have nobody to fucking tell like to prove wrong, and the only person that I could have to prove anything to is myself. I'm like, oh fuck, dude. Wow, where's the motivation? How do I fucking like
break out of this.
yeah, like too much freedom, I think.
Yeah.
So
It's so crazy and it's so different. So I have a question because I know something about it was like, have you been like whenever you're around your parents, what about like the tattoos? Do you still like get anxious to like show
Now,
them? Are
no.
you still?
now, no. But we've come a really long way.
I know.
The last year was my parents' anniversary. My parents' like 31-year anniversary.
So fucking cute.
Dude, they're the cutest fucking people ever. Like I love them so much. But
Insert
so
picture right here.
it was their anniversary, and we went to the beach, and this was my first fucking time in a bathing suit. One, showing my tattoos. Two, and just literally like being
Yeah.
like
and
there
being comfortable
with my parents, both of my parents, and like knowing that my parents have seen my tattoos, but not all of them. So literally, like I was in my bathing suit and whatever, and then my mom, like, they don't say much now.
What
So
can they
when they
say?
first found
You know?
out, it was like, it was bad. It wasn't the worst, but it was bad. All of our feelings were hurt. And then I remember like me and my sister or whatever was at the house, and then I know that we were all like still tense, and my mom started apologizing, and she was like, I'm sorry, like, especially to Khan, like, I know like you're hurting. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
You were like,
Yeah, but
did
then
someone
after
die?
that I would still be in hoodies all the time. And then one day my dad was like, so you're gonna wear hoodies for the rest of your life? And I remember
Such a
that,
dad comment
I know,
to say.
I remember that bugging me, because in my mind I was like, you're the reason why I'm in that fucking hoodie. But that wasn't like the right mindset.
Yeah. Such a dad thing to say.
It was his way to tell me like,
We
come on,
accept
bro.
it.
Yeah,
Like,
come
get
on.
over it.
Like, fucking
Move on.
stop wearing a fucking hoodie
Move on,
literally
bitch.
all the time. And then after this vacation, I finally feel like
You can breathe.
Yeah, like I finally wear t-shirts. I finally show my arms. Like, I'm finally like
They
not
can see how
fucking,
buff she is. Yeah.
Yeah, and I honestly think that a big part of why I became this big shirt, big hoodie, big pants girl is because I just wanted to hide.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hide, like, in these things. Like, I feel the most comfortable in these things because I don't have to show myself. I don't have to prove myself. I don't have to fucking defend myself. I don't have to do anything. I just want to hide in this thing. And so now, like, I don't feel that way anymore.
I
And so
love
they don't. They
that.
also don't say dumb
Or
shit
comment,
no more.
or
Yeah.
comment.
But I know that if I show up with a new one, they're gonna be like, oh.
They're gonna be like.
I'm like, it's okay.
I see that you wear dresses now. I see you in pictures with your siblings and your mom in dresses. And first of all, you're so fucking beautiful. And when you wear those long, beautiful, like antique looking dresses, I'm like, first of all, you eat that fucking shit up. But I'm like, oh my God, you look so beautiful. And you're wearing something that's not a fucking hoodie with your family. So that's something that I just wanted to bring up. And I'm like, how do you feel? How does that make you feel?
Yeah.
And it makes me feel fucking good that you feel comfortable enough and proud and confident.
Speaking of, right now, what I'm going through with myself is I want to break out of this.
Yeah.
Like, I know that it's time for, like, and I've always been like this. I have never stayed one way. I have never dressed one way. I have always, like, evolved in my sense of
Don't
style.
forget,
And
we're 25, frontal lobe is
fully developed.
It's fully
you know?
developed, babe.
Bitches are bad. Bitches are bad for
Bitches-
real. Okay,
We're bad.
But I feel like I know that it's time.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for me to move on to the next style. It's time for me to, you know, whatever. But I just right now when I go into my closet, I'm like, I want to throw everything away.
Yeah.
I literally have no inspiration. I don't know why. Yeah. I wear the same 3 fucking hoodies, the same 2 pairs of pants, and all my sneakers.
It's time for you to elevate. That's exactly why. It's time for change. This is not who you are anymore.
My mom, my aunts, my best friend's sister, they all always tell me like, dude, you're wasting your youth. Like the way that you carry them yourself, like you're wasting your youth.
Yeah.
And my fucking best friend's sister was the one time she was like, oh my God, your hair is growing out. And feel good type shit.
Yeah.
And I know that. I'm just 75% tomboy. Mm-hmm. And like the rest is like a really hot girl.
Yeah.
But unless this tomboy, it feels like wearing a dress, that hot girl is just a really hot girl in a tomboy.
Yeah, but I feel like you should go based on how you feel.
Yeah.
And not only that, don't at the same time go based on how you feel, but at the same time don't. Because when I wake up not feeling okay, when I take a shower and when I'm like, oh, I put ribbons in my hair, I do my makeup, and shit you not, my day gets so much better. Yeah. And I look, and it sounds so corny, but the look good, feel good method has been eating me up these days, and I feel so much better. I'll put butterfly clips in my hair, I'll put ponytails, I'll put anything, and it automatically makes me, oh my God, I look good, oh my God, I feel so good. Put a little bit of blush on, lip liner, and it's like automatically I just feel like my alter ego. Then I'm like Sasha, then I'm like, oh my God, all of a sudden I just turned into like this new person. Sasha! Excuse me, can you hold the door for me? Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so,
you know what I mean? So I feel
funny.
like, if you keep going based on how you feel, you're gonna be this tomboy for your whole 20s. And you're not gonna have your body. You will have that body.
No, I will.
Because listen,
absolutely,
she got the abs, and she don't even do abs. Okay, her body is. If you could see what's under this, if I had her body, shit. I would wear dresses.
But that's the crazy shit. I don't hide my body because I hate it or anything. I'm hot. I know that.
She's
but
sexy.
The thing is,
she's not hot. She's sexy.
I like to be modest because I feel uncomfortable with attention. Oh. I feel uncomfortable. And they will look,
because if I would be like, yo, God
no,
damn.
But like, okay,
she got that gyat.
For whatever reason though, ever since I was little, ever since I was younger, I hated the way that I was being fucking perceived, just like being a little Asian girl, and everybody just with that shit.
They have this fetish.
And then now I'm fucking grown. I have a nice fucking body. I have mad tattoos. I'm jacked. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's just more to be perceived.
But I know, and I get it. But at the end of the day, you're gonna have to learn how to build this fucking. If you keep living like, people are gonna fucking stare. Look at you.
I know.
You have big lips, a beautiful fucking face, beautiful cheekbones, beautiful body. She got abs. Okay, I don't care how many times she got abs. She got that gyat. Okay, but it's like, you're gonna have to build a wall to just be able to block those people out.
I know.
And show that fucking body, bitch.
I know.
Because if I had that, listen, I got a beautiful body too. Okay, don't let it sleep. I'ma show it off whether I got it or not.
Have you seen her?
But yeah,
that shit is thick.
I got that booty though.
Have you been working out and shit like?
Yeah, I
and
have.
stuff
Yeah.
That's
I've been on my
awesome.
period these last few days, so I've been like kind of like oof.
Yeah.
My first day, I was like in the bed, like.
Oh my god. Shout out to all the girls with like endometriosis and like all the
who get
girls
their
that are
periods.
like going through it with periods and stuff. Like, shout out to you guys. I've never really had an experience like that with periods, but I also have a very irregular period. And yeah,
Not lucky, but
I know.
My first day is just always like I will wake up 3 a.m. I need to be on my heating pad like my whole period.
Oh
Like
my
I
God.
wear I lay on my heating pad my whole entire period, and so it's like.
period,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't for a long time since like my adulthood.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how necessary it is as part of being a woman, because my mind was so focused on the convenience of never having to deal with a period. And then I just realized just now, I am so, and oh my god, me and my therapist actually went through a whole session about femininity and masculinity and why I cannot be feminine or why I don't feel feminine and whatever. And like it just made me realize, like, remember how I said like I'm a tomboy, like all these things, but the way that I am, the way that I act, the way that I hold myself and stuff, I move very masculine.
Yeah.
I don't really like, even though I'm extremely emotional, I'm not nurturing.
She's sensy,
like,
guys.
Yeah, like I'm super emotional and super sensitive,
Come
but
give her a hug.
I'm not like cutesy, fucking cuddly. I'm
Yeah.
not all the feminine traits of slowing down, taking in time to reflect our feelings and process, and those are like very feminine quality. And the way that I move through life, I'm always like, I'm just gonna like you know,
That
budge
is-
my head
yeah.
through, like, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why.
yeah.
And then I realized when I go to jujitsu, I love the girls at my jujitsu gym. I love them. They're so badass. They can beat my ass literally any fucking day. But I have like,
The
Yeah.
less like, oh my god, girl,
yeah,
like,
and like
after
it
this, let's go.
just clicked in my head just now, like thinking about my period and stuff. Like I feel like, not that I feel so far removed from my femininity, but I feel like I have a very confusing idea of what I am, because I want to be soft. I want to be sensitive. I want to fucking be emotional, and I want to be feminine in a way where it's like I don't have to fucking build this wall all the time. So it feels like I want to be this way, but the way that I am is this way.
Yeah.
And there's like a disconnect as to why I don't get in touch with my femininity. And you know why? It's because I think I'm weak.
Wrong.
But exactly. But why is that the mindset? Why is that like why did I grow up with that? Why am I like that? Like, why do I want to fucking like roll with the boys? Why? When I was younger, in my younger like
You're about to make me cry.
school years and stuff, I had so much trouble with girls.
Yeah, they're
I
fucking mean.
had so
they're
much trouble
fucking
with
mean.
friends, but I had so much trouble with girls, dude. Like, they would always pick on me, and then like even if I wasn't doing anything to them, they would pick on me because of their boyfriends or whatever. Like I had so
Jealousy.
much fucking trouble with girls that I never felt safe with women. So when I was younger and I used to be a scumbag, I never felt safe with women, so I was never a good girlfriend to girls. Like I just never.
Oh, it all like clicks.
Yeah,
It
dude.
makes fucking sense.
Yeah, and like now that's why when I meet women now, it means 10 times to me, because holy fuck, women are amazing and I need this and I've been needing this and I didn't realize how much I crave this, and you guys like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, you're about to make me
like
cry.
no dude, like I literally
not
like
the tear jerkers. I'm wearing makeup, con, but I know exactly what you mean, because girls are fucking mean, and you guys can be fucking bullies and mean and say such mean things, and I know that we're young and
yeah,
you didn't have to be so fucking mean, you know?
yeah.
Like,
and
I feel like
there's also like the sort of programming of pitting women against each other, and I feel like girlhood has always been there, but like we understand girl. Had to like learn.
Exactly, because I feel like even just like being in middle school, like I feel like I wasn't the best friend in middle school. Like obviously I feel like I could have been a little bit better, but I feel like there was still girls in middle school and especially in high school that were making rumors and calling me DSL and Flappy Bird and making fun of me. And obviously it's super normal to get bullied, I feel like, which shouldn't be normal, but it's like now it's like nowadays it's like everybody's trying to stand strong and start this. Gen Z is definitely changing everything now it's like everybody's like trying to go by pronouns, and which I love, but back then was like so fucking the girls were not
no,
for
but
the
even
girls.
now,
like
even now, one of my coworkers asked me, "Oh, are you starting your podcast again?" And I was like, "Yeah, but it's not really the same. It's just literally me and my friends sitting there talking shit, having fun." And then she was like, "Yeah, that's what it should be. Like, it's nice to see girls having a good time, because the podcast world, it's very male dominated. If you watch any podcast and you enjoy them and whatever, it's mostly men talking shit and having fun.
Yeah.
It's mostly men just sitting there having a good time.
Just literally
there are
fucking
women
bullshitting.
podcasts, of course, and I have so many that I listen to and stuff, but like this is a very male dominated like field, and I like that my friend said that, because in my mind I was like, oh no, you're right.
You fucking get it.
But it's like, but it's not like we're trying to break out of anything or anything, whatever. It's also us coming to terms with our own creations. And like, I feel like I have like kind of the same philosophy like throughout, which is that if I don't have any fucking money now and I'm not happy now, I'm not gonna be fucking happy when I have $1 million.
Yeah.
I have to learn how to be happy now when I'm fucking broke.
Exactly.
I have to be happy now when I have nothing, and I understand the joy of going out for a walk, looking at nice trees, seeing a nice sunset, doing shit that doesn't cost me money. Because if I can be happy with myself, all that money is gonna be an added bonus to everything that I am.
Exactly.
And have. Mm-hmm. And so it's the same thing with like creations. If I were to fucking start which is when we first started this podcast, there was so much structure and there was so much because to me, I needed to enter this having a purpose, having a direction, having a thing to draw you into, making you understand what I'm bringing to you instead of, oh, I'm just bringing you bullshit.
Yeah.
And then once we established that and we were able to break out of that, once everybody knew that mental chillness is a safe space for mental health and funny shit.
Yeah, and fucking relatable and real life unhinged
Then we
bullshit.
were able to like break out of that.
Yeah.
And now I can actually be like, if I'm not fucking having fun now, when we have fucking 50 fucking downloads like per episode and whatever, if I'm not fucking having fun now with you, what is it gonna be like when fucking 500,000 people listen to us? That's extra pressure that me and you are not gonna be able to uphold if we don't have this shit now. Yeah. Exactly. So it's why do I go on these fuking tangents? How do I get here?
No, but it's the fucking truth. It's from the heart.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah. But I did have a funny thing. So I go to jiu-jitsu like every day.
Yeah.
It is my new crack.
I love that. At least it's not real crack.
I know. There's this one time. So I go in, I pulled into this parking lot. I park. I look at my mirror. I see this dude. He was going to the jiu-jitsu class. He keeps doing a double take to my car.
Okay, first of all, do you wear shorts?
Girl.
Oh.
So I'm out here I'm like, can you see that I'm in here? Like, what are you looking at? Are you looking for me? Like, what are you looking at? So in my mind, I was like bugged out. I was like, why is this man looking? So I get out of my car.
Is he trying to kidnap me?
I look back at my parking.
Oh.
And I parked in between two spots, like diagonally. I didn't even make it to the other spot fully. And I just know that this man was staring at me and thinking, wow, this bitch parked like an Asian lady. Like, literally, I kept cracking up about it in my head. I was like, he doesn't even know my name. He just knows I'm this Asian girl at the gym that doesn't know how to park.
And now he knows your car.
I know.
Every time he sees your car, he's like, let's see how she parked today. Oh, okay, she did good.
Dude, I know. Yeah, but okay, so the shorts.
Oh, okay.
I love that the caption says shorts.
Yeah.
It's shirt.
Oh.
It was shirt. This dude just... Okay, so there's a jiu-jitsu man.
Ooh.
So like, even if I just started liking you and you don't even like me, I'm like devoted.
She's
not
like,
talking to nobody. I'm not fucking noticing anybody. I'm not nothing. My attention is on you.
She's like,
and that's a great quality, but like, it's sometimes uncalled for because I had no business giving these people my loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing there for me to be so devoted to. You know what I'm saying? So lately, what's been fun for me is being able to notice myself have interest outside of that random loyalty. And this is, I think, a new thing that I'm cracking, which is that, I'm actually kind of like being more intentional with the situations that I'm in and being a lot more clear with the situations that I'm in. And so I am allowing myself to be able to pay attention to other things, to be able to like get distracted and whatever, because I'm not just holding myself down for this one thing that isn't even holding me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's been fun that I've been able to notice people, and the jiu-jitsu is my newest thing, so it's the place where I meet new people. So I just be like looking at people and I just be like admiring, but then I'm also just like ignoring the shit out of them because I don't know how to approach, and I don't want to. Like, I know that I'm a cat, but I already know.
She
so
gives
like,
black cat energy.
I know.
For sure.
I know.
She's like, I'm shy,
like
but then
autistic cat energy. Like, I'm fucking like I will like. So there's this one.
They'll
dude.
be like, hey, and she'll be like, hi.
So, for whatever reason, when they start saying hi to me, I look away.
They'll be like, hi. She'll be like, oh, me?
Tell me that's
Little
not
old me?
It's love on the spectrum, but it's me. I'm on the spectrum and I'm just fucking here like trying to fucking talk to these people, but not really, because I already know.
Is that a cat on your...
Yeah. So this is my thing though. So say I notice somebody, right?
Yeah.
The minute that they start to notice me and they want to like, I will literally be like, oh no, this was so much more fun in my head. It was so much more fun in my head when I was just making shit up, but now that I have to actually do it, I don't know.
You're so funny. You're like, no, go back.
No, for real.
You're like, no, don't come to this mat, not this mat. No, walk back. Why is he looking? Why is he looking over?
Oh my god. But yeah, so there's this one. So there's this dude.
She's like, he's coming over here. He's coming
No,
over.
every day.
And he's walking.
Every day I get out of jiu-jitsu, and I only do it because it entertains me so much. I think it's so fucking funny. I don't know this guy. I've never talked to this guy. I've never had a full fucking conversation with this guy ever. I just think this guy is fucking cute. So then one day, he's like saying hi to me, and then the next day, he's like wrestling with me, teaching me things and stuff. So then I just started like going onto my Instagram close friends after every class. I'm like, all right, guys, so today me and jiu-jitsu guy, we're standing on each other.
I sat on his face by
And
accident.
it's so fucking funny to me because I don't know this man.
So
But I already know
what?
that the minute that he starts to notice me, I'm gonna be like, no, 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 no,
You're
no.
gonna be like,
This was just a fun
abort,
fantasy
abort,
in my head.
abort mission right now.
But yeah, this morning, I'm like literally getting ready to like take my little picture to be like, today me and Jujutsu Man said hi and bye. So you called me. You FaceTime me. So I was FaceTiming with you and I looked up and he's walking out the gym. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay, cool. So I'm just like watching him, whatever. All of a sudden we hang up. I was getting my phone to take a picture to tell people about him. I look up, this man was shirtless. And he has like 2 sleeves with tattoos and like, he has a fine out man. But I just didn't expect it. And I was just like, why is this man like shirtless right now?
I'd be like,
and then not him doing a double take to look at my car when I'm sitting in it.
he not slick. Why you gotta do it outside? Why not do it in the gym? Come on, he wants your attention.
Girl, but I also
and it's cold outside. First of all, man, it is. Today was like 50 degrees, sir.
Well, okay,
if you don't get your ass inside.
Can I tell you what I also did that I'm just gonna admit?
What you did?
I wore my tank top that I knew made me look good, and when I got out of jujitsu, I didn't put my jacket back on.
Okay, look.
I didn't put my jacket back on, so that maybe he would notice that, you know.
She had tattoos too. She's like, you got tattoos, me too. Yeah.
Every time I do that though, he doesn't notice it at all.
Or he doesn't come.
Oh, dude. So I'm always like, okay, cool. Other people have seen my muscles.
Yeah. She's like, oh, okay, he didn't come today. That's fine. That's fine. Not today. But you know what's also crazy? Sorry, guys. But I guess just to like wrap it up. One of my coworkers was like, oh my God, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 25. And he goes, oh my God, really? And I was like, yeah, why? And he was like, you look so young. And I was like, I feel like 25 is kind of young. And then he was like, yeah, well, you look so good for being 25.
Was that big?
Cries. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, yeah, girl. He was like, you're almost 30. And I was like, bro, I still got 5 years.
What was that, a middle schooler? Like, what
no,
the fuck?
he said he was 20 or 19 or something. But I was like, okay, first of all, I'm only 20 fine. But I was like, okay. He was like, yeah, you're almost 30, girl. Like, and I was like, all right, is this really how Gen Z is gonna be doing me?
I mean,
I was offended. I work with a lot of young people. Like a lot of them, I'm like, how old are you? And they're like, I'm 18.
But isn't that such a weird thing? And people my age, I can't stand serving them. I can't stand hanging out with them. I fucking can't stand people my and younger. And not because like they're actually doing anything wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
I just feel like such an alien. I don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I literally don't know the language.
It's because she don't, and I'm not trying to be like, but she don't know nothing about TikTok.
Nothing.
Like she don't got, she never been in the TikTok trend. She never downloaded the app.
I don't know pop culture.
So I'll tell her like, I'll like say something and she'll be like, this is what she'll do. She'll go.
So then I
and I'll go, do you not know? And she'll be like, Jules, I don't have TikTok.
Yeah,
so I don't
the
know
way
what
that
you're doing.
40-year-olds react to you is how I react to you.
Yeah, she'll go. And I'll
but
be like,
also the reason why I say that I can't stand people my age is because when you're this young, most of the time you don't have full consideration and mindfulness of the world and other people. Most of the times where you're at right now, your world is the biggest thing that's happening. You know what I'm saying? Your experience, your life, your feelings, your everything matters the most, which is fine.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. But like then it projects out to be a very quote unquote immature in some ways where you handle emotions, some ways where you handle situations or communications or whatever it is. And so whenever I'm at work and I have to serve a fucking table of people that are fucking 20-year-olds, I hate it so much because they don't know how to act, dude.
worst thing that I hate is when they're like this. I'm a server too.
I'm a server too. Here's $3.
And I'm like, okay. I'm not even trying to, like, I get it. Like, I'm a server too. Like,
but then they don't be behaving like they are a server too. That's the thing with those people that say that they're a server too.
And then I'm like, but imagine working at a place.
Respond with love.
Hit him with a jujitsu.
All right, bro. Let's round this shit out with the quit that shit. I totally forgot that we were doing that, and I'm just remembering now, so I don't even know what I'm quitting.
No, I love that. Okay, so I'll go first.
Okay.
Quitting that shit.
I'm quitting. Quit that shit.
Running away from my problems.
What is the one actionable step that you can think of right now for that? Because you can't just say running away from a problem just because we're doing quit that shit and then not have a plan.
Why is she gonna put me on like that, bro? I mean, get your friend, bro. Okay, quit that shit. Running away from my problems. Let's see. I am going to take accountability. When I'm wrong, I'm gonna just be like, I'm wrong. Sometimes I got my ego is be up here and I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, if you're taking it personal, then that's you. But sometimes I am a bitch and I am mean.
Wow, our quit that shit is literally the complete opposite.
Yeah, so I need to take accountability. I am mean and I can be a bitch, but I'm working on it. I ain't perfect. And life is gonna be getting better for me soon, and I can feel it.
Yes,
life is
ma'am.
just so much change. It can get uncomfortable and I can get overwhelmed and I can take things out on people who don't deserve it. So I need to start taking accountability.
Love that. My quit that shit is that I need to quit thinking about people first.
Ooh, yeah, definitely. Day and night.
I say that I want to break this off, but the person gets sad. So I see that they're sad. So I go and I comfort them. And then I reverse my words to comfort them because they're sad when I was the sad one in the first place. And that's why I needed to break it off. I'm gonna quit thinking about other people first. Because how am I ever gonna get myself anywhere if I don't fucking think about myself?
Yep, nowhere.
And in the same way, this is why I say that our quit that shit is complete opposite. Because of that, I hold my tongue a lot. And I want to be mean. Not that I want to be mean and I want to be a bitch, but I want to just be blunt and honest without having to sugarcoat and reverse my words and stuff for the sake of other people not being able to handle my words.
Yeah.
Like, but then when I do that, I think that it's also robbing people from the opportunity of being how and we're both adults, and no matter what, we'll talk about it. Instead of me having to go around making sure that unnecessary.
Nope. Yeah.
Unnecessary.
Too much.
Don't
Doing
want it
too
anymore.
much for someone that is not enough. Dang, that was. Hold on. I'm gonna put that on the shirt. I'm gonna put that on the shirt. Okay. I'm gonna put that.
Well,
on
run
the
over to mentalchillness.podcast on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube if you haven't, so you can keep up with us because we don't have a fucking schedule. So whenever we post, you'll just get a
This
little.
is when you just catch up with us. We're your besties.
Yeah, and then I am Mega Con, and Juice is lots of juice with two S's, and Arena is arena.krondova with a K.
She's a DJ.
And she's a DJ.
So hit her up.
DJ. Oh, actually, she's a DJ and she has a DJ duo with another. Her name is Averina, and they're called Rena's Power.
So fun.
Okay, bye, bitches.
Bye.